I'm Brian Van, sportbiketrackgear.com, and today we're going to review the all-new 2016 Bell Star, Race Star, and Pro Star helmets. Okay, for 2016, the Bell Star helmet is all new, and there are three levels of star available. The standard Bell Star pricing begins at $449.95. The Race Star pricing begins at $699.95, and then the Pro Star pricing begins at $1199.95. A lot of features, a lot of benefits, a lot of technical stuff, but you know how we're going to start this? If I'm going to ask you to spend that kind of money for a helmet, and we're going to do a review on it, I feel like the most important thing is that I ride in each of them first. So I'm going to throw on my Tai Chi Hornet all-season jacket. We got a nice 46-degree Michigan day. I'm going to go out and put a good half hour in each helmet, and we'll come back. Okay, we're back from the ride. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare the three brand new Star models. We're going to talk about the things they share in common and what separates each one of them as well. Each one of these helmets ships for free to the lower 48 United States, super affordable international shipping rates through DHL. No restocking fees, really important here. Get the helmet from us, wear it in the house, make sure you love the fit before you ride in it. That way, if you need to send it back for a return or an exchange, you avoid every hassle, avoid every fee. Each one of these also qualifies for our STG Cash. Cashback 5% rewards up to $30 per order, direct to you to use on your next purchase. Okay, now fit. Number one thing to talk about is fit. And I would say, for the most part, they share this part in common. I measure 58 centimeters on the money. I wear a medium, right at the top of the medium scale. These fit perfectly. There is a little nuances between them, and we'll talk about it, but just overall, interior shape is intermediate oval, and the way they fit as medium was perfect, okay? How do they get there? 5 different shell sizes with 6 different EPSs. That allows them to really tailor that fit and dial it in. Every one of the shells, right, in sizes extra small all the way through large, they have their own unique shell size and their own unique EPS. So very dialed all the way from extra small to the large. They have the extra large and the 2XL sharing a shell, but each having their own EPS. Very individualized fit. A note on sizing, if you're a previous Bell Star owner, this medium, okay, for me, definitely fits snugger than its predecessor did. So just make sure you note that. And if you're right on the borderline of sizing, okay, you're going to want to make an adjustment to the fit because these for sure fit snugger. Okay, so things they share in common. We're going to open up with this Panavision Shield. Okay, Class 1 optics, fog-free treated. You really notice it when you're on the bike. You're out there riding around when the shield's clean. You feel like there's nothing there. That is the clarity it offers. The fog-free treatment. I'm out riding around today in 46 degrees. It's February in Michigan. Actually, a beautiful February day in Michigan. No fog with the vents open or the vents closed. Worked phenomenal. Now, check this out. Shield lock. Okay, very positive engagement. It seals up very, very well. You think that's something? Watch this. There is your shield removal process, right? There is actually a push button right here. You can see the channels that it rides in. To get this bad boy back in there, you simply slide it back. You can do that wearing the helmet. It's literally that easy. So each one of these helmets shares that shield and shield mechanism in common. Now, ventilation. The vents are pretty much the same between the helmets. The difference you're going to note is going to be here on the standard Star. They're using a different switch, and you can see a little different look here in the vents. Okay. How well do they ventilate? It's a Bell Star helmet. Amazing ventilation, okay? Amazing. And with that amazing ventilation, I'll give this top marks for that, okay? This ventilates as well as the old Bell Star, perhaps even a little bit better. But it's quieter than the old one. As a matter of fact, I would say this right now, to date for me, is the quietest helmet with this level of ventilation I've ever ridden in, period, bar none, which is a testament to its aerodynamics. Each one of these is very, very slippery. It moves through the air easy, and when it does that, it creates very, very little noise. I rode without earplugs on the street, and honestly, there was no reason for them at all. None that the helmet created. Very, very slippery, very quiet, with tons of ventilation. Field of vision, okay? It's the same for the most part. These two are going to be a little more open on the top, just a few degrees, than the standard Star. Riding in them, you kind of pick up on it, but it's not huge. So that said, these are more, the field of vision is to lend itself more for the racetrack, but honestly, the field of vision on this was opened up so much that riding with this on the track is zero issue, right? It's going to be less obstructive than probably anything else you've ever ridden in before. So a little bit different, but still very similar. And now this Panavision Shield, if you look at this unique shape right here, how it dips down here, what's cool about this, especially on the street helmet, and the way that one's set up, is it gives you a great field of vision downward too. So when you're in that upright riding position, you know, you can see everything. So I think that enhances the level of safety. So they all share that in common. Shell shape is all shared in common as well. Now, let's see if we can outline some of the differences between the three models. Shell material. The standard Star is the Tri-Matrix that we're familiar with. They've used it for a long time, right? Race Star, 3K carbon. And now the Pro Star, and this is the difference between these two helmets right here, is the shell material. 3K carbon. This one is Techstream carbon. And we'll give you a close-up look at that. Completely different weave. You can see that. Results in lighter weight with still the same level of strength. Very trick-looking material. And that is the difference between these two helmets. Weight-wise, these are pre-productions. We've weighed them. We're not going to talk about the numbers because that's going to change just a little bit. And some of the little fine details of these helmets in terms of, the fit and finish will improve just a little bit. But the lightest one of the bunch will likely end up being the Star because it doesn't use the Magnifusion cheek pads, which we're about to talk about. Okay, so and that adds just a little bit of weight to the helmet, but each one of them very, very lightweight. Okay, interior. This one uses the ecstatic liner that we're familiar with the Bell helmets, the Star especially. Great quality, antimicrobial, all that great stuff. These two are using a brand new fabric called a virus fabric. It's jade infused, and it actually reduces the temperature at your skin as much as 10 degrees. Still antimicrobial, all that great stuff too, but 10-degree possibility in temperature drop where it touches your skin, which is huge. Okay, now let's talk EPS liners. Not the comfort liner, but the actual foam inside that manages the energy. These are the same. This one's different. This is what we're used to. Okay, this is going to be the standard EPS. Okay, these two use the Bell Flex interior. We've got EPP, EPO, and then EPS. This is designed to do a few different things. One is it manages energy at a much higher level. It's better at low speed than standard EPS. It's better at mid speed while still being phenomenal at high speed. The thing it really does that you're going to notice as a wearer is because of the flexibility of those layers. Two of the layers offer some flex to them. It feels like the fit of the helmet dials right into you. So when I put this medium on, it's a little snug. You can literally just feel it dial in and be perfect for you. This one fits really nice. These two fit phenomenal. So that is going to be the biggest change between the standard Star and the Race and the Pro is that flex liner. You put it on, it's an absolute game changer in fit. Now, Cheek pads. They developed some technology a few years back with the Moto 9 helmet where they have magnets holding in the cheek pads. The standard Star is going to come with a standard interior that's held in by snaps. Good quality, like we're used to. Their emergency release, right? So you still have that feature. Now, the Race and the Pro, held in place by magnets, literally by magnets. There's no issue with them moving around or falling out, any of that. It makes drying your helmet out or cleaning your interior that much easier. And then, of course, safety-wise, you're able to get those out very, very quickly. So that is a huge difference between the two. When we come back, I'm going to have these disassembled because I really want to outline the difference in the EPS of the helmets. Okay, we're going to start off with what we're all used to, standard EPS. This is a multi-layer EPS that they're using here. You can kind of see the break in that, right? You can see the channeling for the air in here. Still, this one, the standard Star, flows a ton of air, and you're going to see that the other two models do have the ability to move a little more air around. End of the day, this is still, I would say, as compared to everything else out there, benchmark for airflow. The other one, maybe just a little bit higher, but still phenomenal here. So, standard EPS. Now, here is the flex liner, and you can see clearly outlined here, right? You have the multiple layers, and they are all different density. Here's the standard foam that we're used to. You know, when this compresses, that's it, it's done. You know, these two layers here, the EPP and the EPO, they have the ability, you can see especially this layer here, has the ability to flex easily, and you see how these layers work against each other and with each other. Now, look at the additional channeling built into this here. That is also going to enhance the airflow. So with the Pro Star and the Race Star, you can enjoy a little higher level of airflow. We're going to pull out the chin curtain here. And then additionally, you have this plug that's in place here, this rubber plug. To remove it, the easiest thing to do is get a little screwdriver and kind of come in from the edges. It's held in there rather snugly, and it seals off very, very well. What you can do, too, is you can pull that out. And what that's going to do is that's going to change the way the air flows into the helmet. It's going to deflect less of it up into the breath deflector area, and it's going to allow more of it to come straight into your face. That would be a personal thing, whether or not you want it that way. The demisting is going to be reduced. So if you have like a possibility of, you know, higher fogging conditions that can increase fogging, you would want to leave that in there, so you're going to direct the air up onto the shield. The real magic with these two is going to be in that flex liner. It's like nothing else out there. No one but Bell is utilizing that, especially in the street. These helmets are what I feel at this point represent the most significant push forward in street or racetrack helmet technology. We absolutely endorse these to the top level. Love it. I've ridden in them. I really like them. I've been handling these for several months now. You know, we've seen other samples. Great product. Here's your comparison video. If you want to see full-length featured videos on each independent model, go ahead and look at our product listings or our YouTube channel. I'm Brian Van, sportbiketrackgear.com.